Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Wednesday, the 15th of April. All right, now as we come through into the European session, there's not a lot of fresh news, right? It's the same old pandemic sort of things going on around the place. China cuts medium-term borrowing, Trump cuts WHO funding. Oh my God, how crazy is that? Anyway, so there's a whole range of things going on. It looks like the market is starting to crave the macroeconomic fundamentals and see how that comes in. Now, don't forget, we've got some numbers coming out pretty soon, as in this week, that may give us a pretty good idea of what's coming up. Now, let's have a look what's happening as we move into this European session. You can see the, if I can just get my mouse working, the dollar index is just having a little bit of a pop-up, a bit of dollar strength. The Japanese equity market's pretty flat. As we start the European session, you'll be keeping a close eye on those. Most of the pairs, all the dollar pairs seem to be rallying except for dollar yen, and all the other pairs going down. So reasonable trading conditions. If I just give you a look at the major currency pairs and get that pen across. All right, so what we see is, okay, you get the Aussie going up, the Kiwi was going up, okay, dollar yen down, euro sort of up, sterling up, and dollar CAD was going down. Now, I just want to give you those. Now, what I've done is I've just blow these up into recent price action. Okay, and you can start to see what's happening and where the dollar move is being impacted the most. Let me just widen that dollar yen. Okay, there's euro, sterling, and obviously you've got dollar CAD there. Now, coming back in to look at the micro-manage what's happening, you can see the Aussie starting to fall. The Kiwi is one of those ones that has already gone. It's the first pair to move lower, right? I haven't seen any major Kiwi news out, but I'll have a look in a second. Sterling is starting to run down through 125, sort of 75. Euro is starting to move, but to me, it's still sort of trading sideways. Dollar CAD's popped to the top side. Okay, so this is what we're seeing. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Aussie lower. It's probably almost 10 cents in a week. All right, I know that's sort of normal volatility in major events, but it's still a bit weird. Dollar yen, okay, it looks like the yen's coming back as a bit of a safe haven play. I've actually seen the some of the Japanese data, the machinery orders and a few other things really going through the roof. Looks like China's turned off and Japan's turned on their production. So we may start to see the fundamentals impact there as we go forward. So what does this mean for us? Now, if I just bring you across to the daily trade routine, okay, change screens. Where are we? There we are. Okay, now what you're going to see is, let me just I'll come back to the Asia Pacific Online Trader Summit, which is coming up this weekend. But we've got, once again, still pretty good trading conditions, okay, good technical conditions for the major pairs. So it's well worth tuning in to see what's going on. Now, with the fix up of the tables here. Now I've got there's quite a few instruments here that do have clear direction. Okay, sterling up, but what we're seeing is that we're starting to see it stall. So to me, it's a chance for probably a sell and a break. Gold still going to the top side, probably buy dips. Dollar yen, well, it's just going down at the moment, right? It's hard to work out whether it's yen strength, safe haven, dollar weakness. It all fits into that one basket. But to me, at the moment, you've got to be looking to sell rallies. And dollar CAD, well, oil has fallen back to $20. I've got the overall trend down here on oil is down. It's still going down. Looking to sell rallies back towards 22.80, and that move is going to push dollar CAD up. So I'm looking for a potential buy of a break on dollar CAD through, well, it's through 140.50 now that it's already broken the first trend line. The watch list, well, we've got a bunch of pairs in here with lots of trend lines. Okay, you're looking for support and resistance ideally. Euro, well, it's not a clear picture exactly what's going on as far as momentum, but Aussie, Kiwi, and even dollar Swiss for that matter, I'm looking to sell rallies on those pairs as well, and I'm just sort of sitting tight on the Dow. All right, so that's where we are with the major pairs. Now, just come across and give you a quick look at the risk on, risk off sort of scenario. So what are we looking at? Well, we've got a bit of weakness here, obviously, in the yen crosses, or a bit of strength, you could call it. But dollar yen going down. Okay, US equities were up. You look at the Japanese equities, pretty flat on the day. The Chinese equities slightly down. And in these market conditions, you'd have to take that as being like flat. So what we're seeing is the equity markets just losing a bit of momentum and control of the markets. The currencies are coming back into a bit of a, moving with the virus sort of news, safe haven plays, all these sorts of things. So it's going to get a little bit mixed, because what we've had in the past is, as the pandemic was increasing, they were selling everything and it was going sort of mad. Now we're probably seeing, the yen crosses in particular starting to fall, and I still can't really sort of pick exactly what it is. The metals, you can always have a look at those. Gold falling as well, which means, there's less panic at the moment. It's hard to say what this is going to do for the equity markets. I think you really have to wait and see what the US equities do. And then that's where the macroeconomic fundamentals are going to come into play, right? So keep an eye on US retail sales, okay, as we go into that North American session. And of course, we do have the probably one of the prime events of the week, even though it's going to be a little bit convoluted to see what the Bank of Canada does. But they do have their interest rate meeting, right? And with oil falling, that's got to be alarm bells for the Bank of Canada, right? Oil under $20, it's going to put a huge problem, make a huge problem for the Canadians who are reliant on that cash. And then as we come into trading on Thursday, Aussie employment numbers, and we've got those US jobless claims as well. So anyway, we're coming into the fat part of the week as far as I'm concerned with the economic numbers. Have a look through the active pairs, see if they match up with your analysis. If they do, it could be a good opportunity to get involved. Now, once again, just to finish up, there is the Asia Pacific Online Trader Summit. If you are keen to learn some things from various traders, jump online here. It is a free event. I'll be first off the ranks come Saturday, and you've got Gary Burton, Robin Ho, Daryl Guppy, and Hunter Smith and Stuart McPhee all speaking. So you can sign up for those. There's a few freebie bonuses and things in there as well, so you might want to check that out. All right, traders, have a good trade day. All the very best. Cheerio.